Let's talk about colons. Is that a way to start a conversation or what? But seriously, in this lesson we'll discuss colons and dashes, how to use them correctly, and how to answer the ACT questions that test your knowledge of them. Colons are usually used to introduce lists, explanations, and quotes. Basically, the colon is a heads up that you're about to get more info. For example, I visited so many countries this year. Colon, Mexico, Canada, India, France, Italy, Spain, and Brazil. Let's go through an ACT problem together to get in some practice. Our sentence reads, Juan knew that, if asked, Courtney would join the team. In this sentence, we're focusing on the section where the semicolon is used, which is underlined. Since semicolons combine two independent clauses, and this sentence only has one independent clause, we know that this is incorrect. Right away, we can eliminate answer choice A since a change is needed. Answer choice B suggests having no punctuation mark. The sentence would read, Juan knew that, if asked, Courtney would join the team. If asked Courtney? That doesn't make sense without a punctuation mark. Let's cross off B and move on. Answer choice C suggests a colon. As we now know, the colon separates an independent clause from a list, phrase, or other independent clause. In this case, the first half of the sentence, Juan knew that, if asked, is not an independent clause. Therefore, a colon is also incorrect. Cross out C. Answer choice D suggests a comma. Juan knew that, if asked, Courtney would join the team. Yes. 2 commas to separate a phrase. Answer choice D is the correct answer. We've got colons down. Now, onto the dash. Dashes are used to set off certain words or phrases in a sentence in order to create extra emphasis. For example, I don't always eat ice cream, but when I do, dash, it's an ice cream sundae. In this sentence, the dash is emphasizing information at the end of the sentence. It's an ice cream sundae. You might also encounter a sentence with 2 dashes. So, this sentence can read, I don't always eat ice cream, but dash, when I do, dash, it's an ice cream sundae. It shifts the emphasis from the beginning of the sentence to the phrase between the 2 dashes. For example, the people at the outdoor concert, all 200 of them, all got soaked in the rain. The use of double dashes in this way is similar to using 2 commas. The people at the outdoor concert, comma, all 200 of them, comma, all got soaked in the rain. This sentence is correct with 2 dashes or 2 commas, but definitely not with 1 dash or 1 comma. Let's take a look at an example you may find on the ACT. The funny slang word for jail, juzgao, was a garbled version of the Spanish word for courtroom, juzgado. Looking at the answer choices, A, no change, B, jail-juzgao-, C, jail, juzgao-, or D, omit the underlined portion, we know that the question is testing our knowledge of colons and dashes. From what we've learned, we know that the sentence isn't correctly using the colon, so we can eliminate answer choice A. Answer choice B does correctly use the dashes. We can test this by swapping the dashes for commas. Our sentence would be, the funny slang word for jail, juzgao, was a garbled version of the Spanish word for courtroom, juzgado. This is also a correct use of commas. Look no further because this is the right answer. Just in case we weren't sure, looking at answer choice C, we know that we can't use a comma and a dash together. It would need to be either 2 commas or 2 dashes. So C is wrong. D is also wrong since, if we remove the underlined portion, our sentence wouldn't make sense. Here's a pro tip before you go. Dashes are more informal, and you're better off not using them when it comes time to write your essay. Save it for your memoirs. Colons and dashes are really straightforward. With a little bit of practice, you'll be ready for the ACT.